Hi, I'm Shawn with Plug Light Bulb Electrical Services, and today I'm going to show you how to save some money so that it doesn't cost a ton when we come to fix your problem, or maybe even stop us from coming to your place and charging a ton of money. So in this particular instance, let's say you have a receptacle in your house that no longer works. A lot of times people will call us with this problem and we'll try to walk through some steps over the phone to maybe figure out what the issue is. Maybe there isn't an issue and there's a simple fix that we can do to remedy the problem. And these steps, I think, can be done yourself before you even make that phone call to us first. So there's 4 key steps that you should take before calling us up. And the first one is to go by the receptacle that's not working, and you're just gonna verify that it's not on a switch. A lot of times, especially like in living rooms, receptacles are switched on the bottom or on the top. And so you wanna check with something plugged into the receptacle, check to see if that switch is controlling that receptacle. A lot of times those plugs might not get used for a long time and people just forget that it's on an actual switch. After you verified step number 1, that it's not on a switch and it's still not working, then the next step that I would suggest to do is go into your basement or in wherever your service panel is. You're going to check your breakers. And this is a good idea of what a breaker looks like. And it'll usually be like facing on the inside. So you can see that it's in the off position. So it'll be like facing towards the inside of your panel, and you'll have another one on the other side. When it's tripped, it'll actually go like in the middle like this, and sometimes it'll even expose a little bit of orange on the breaker too, so that's a good indication if it's tripped. But what you can do if you've got a whole row of them, just look for the one that looks different, out of place, turn it into the off position, and then turn it back on, and that could solve your problem. That's step 2. Then step 3, you want to check in your house for one of these guys. This is a GFCI, a ground fault circuit interrupt receptacle. And a lot of times what will happen is water will get in here, and that will cause that circuit, that branch circuit, to trip. And all you got to do, there's a button on here that says reset. It's kind of hard to see, but just give it a good push. It'll click in. Go check the receptacle that doesn't work. And that could solve the problem. Now these guys sometimes get hidden. So like you're going to find them typically in your bathroom. It could be in your kitchen. Sometimes they're in your garage. Sometimes they're in the basement just below the sub panel. Sometimes there's breakers that actually have GFCI protection, and you got to check those as well. And there's a reset button on those. This is not a GFCI, but there are GFCI breakers. So you got to kind of like look around. Like it could be on the other side of your house. It could be in the garage. It could be in a lot of different places. So you got to look around. Look behind your espresso machines. Look behind your toasters. Usually on the kitchen counter is where you're going to see them. So spend a little bit of time. That could, if you really, really think there's not a major issue, that could save you like $160 of a service trip charge. So that would be step number 3. And then the last thing is try to remember like what had changed since it stopped working. If you knew it was working and you were using it before and now all of a sudden you don't have power in your living room, try to remember did you hang a picture, or did you have another contractor come in and change something? Were they up on the ceiling doing some work? Were they doing some plumbing? There could be a screw that got ran through into the wall, and maybe it's shorting that wire out, or maybe it's just cut completely and that's why the breaker's holding and you don't have it tripped. So just try to think about the things that have changed, and if you really can't think of anything that might have happened since then and it's just not working, then by all means give us a call. We're more than happy to fix the problem for you. We'll probably go over some of the same questions, but we will definitely figure out the problem and we'll take care of you. Thanks, and have a nice day.